Hey, we are live, we are live, we are live. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the United Hour. I'm your host, Robert. I am here with the man, the ever present, the original Mr. International, Mr. Worldwide, Devin. How are you doing today?
I am ecstatic. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Apparently, Barbados won today,
For
so
once, for
for
once,
once, you
yeah. So
understand?
you know what? It's a great day. That made me happy, and then also the news that about us made me even happier as
Yes,
well
yes,
too.
yes, yes.
Guys,
Definitely for people who yeah, I understand. Like we were gonna have our show today anyway, but we have such great news, right? Now this news is big. The news at the end, however, is just bigger because I mean, okay. So do we start with the real good news or the really good news? So all right, I will start with the very good news. Manchester United has officially joined us as the first Caribbean official supporters group in the Caribbean. This is a big deal for us. This is something that we have been working towards for many years. We have been on this journey for about 8 years now, maybe 10. It has been a very long road, but we are so happy, that we are finally here. We got the Fabrizio Romano. Here we go on Saturday. It was a big deal. It was all about socials. Make sure, go and check out the Instagram, check out the Facebook, but we had to come on YouTube and talk about it, like this is a monumental thing, because being the first official club of supporters for Manchester United in the Caribbean, especially being from Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, we are so very proud. It took a lot of things to get us here. The guy right next to me, right, Mr. Devon, he had a very big hand in this, and I have to say thank you very much, for your help, for getting us through. He had to go and pull the link, as we say in Trinidad. You understand? He had a little, the little in track, and we inside, so we had to say, big up to Devon. You understand? If I had the clip of the first time that Devon was on the show, I would have played it. But you know what? Next time you go find it. You go find it.
we
You go
got we got
find it.
like years for that now.
Yeah. You
But yeah,
understand?
it's hopefully the first of many to come across the Caribbean.
Yes,
So I mean,
definitely.
my vision of it was I wanted it to be one supporters club for the entire Caribbean, but the club wanted otherwise, and you know what? It's fine. All
Mm,
that means now is that I move on to the next island now, and hopefully the
yeah,
next one will be my Barbados.
of
I'm
course,
already working on that as we speak as well too.
of
But
course.
the idea behind this as well is why should you have an official membership? Why should we have an official supporters club?
Mm,
Now we have a direct link to get match tickets from anybody who's a member of the supporters club who wants to go to a match. You can get that. You have a direct link to the club if we want to get merchandise, you want to get anything like that. You want to get even more players shout us and what we've already gotten before. It's going to be a lot easier to do that as well too. So now
mm,
we have our next milestone. We have 10 memberships now. The next milestone is to get to 50 memberships. Because once
mm,
you get to that membership, now you can apply directly with the club for any home match you want to go to.
mm,
You just have to
mm.
make sure you apply before a certain deadline, and then you will be set.
Oh yes,
And
definitely,
so, for
definitely. I
anybody who
mean,
asks how I know all this information, a little bit of background about me. The reason why I know this so well is I help run the USA Supporters Club. So we have members all across the United States on this. And so I've been doing this for years now. And once I figured out the ins and outs of it, I was like, you know what? It's time to bring this to the Caribbean. So I managed to network within the club, meet the right people, and then from there it was a simple link up President Chad with the people I know from the club, and then look where we are now a couple weeks later.
mm, I mean, and I mean, it's a big deal, but let me just share these things with all of you. This was the official post. Welcome, and Tobago, to the global Manchester United family. We are proud to recognize the group as an official Manchester United Supporters Club. We are grateful for your loyal support and promise to work in partnership with you to make sure that you and your members have the best fan experience possible. And I mean, there are so many things that we are now looking forward to. There are so many things that we can now discuss. We have so much more plans, especially for the channel, because wherever the club goes, the channel has to be right next to them. You know what I mean? So we'll be doing a lot more things. Look out for a lot more doing events. Especially this Sunday. This Sunday is the big Manchester Derby. And if it's one game, I mean, see that we are now where we are. If it's one game that we all have to come out, this is the game to come out. We will be at Dexter's Sports Club in Aruca. We'll be at Rise in Port of Spain. Just come out, guys. Come out in your just come out in your numbers. Come out. You know what I mean? And it'll be awesome. And we have right now the sky. I mean, sky's the limit right now. But we are happy. I have to share with you guys the brand new logo. Now the channel on YouTube will still remain as is. The name will stay, but all of our MUSC has now changed to TNT Official Supporters Club. So find us on Instagram. You can find the links all below. The Instagram, the Facebook, Twitter, Threads, TikTok. I don't know. The only thing that we don't have is OnlyFans, but don't worry, guys. Devin will link it up. Devin is here. Don't worry. We go fix that. We will do some.
That'll be coming for sure.
We're gonna do some big things, man. And I have to say, this was the official, statement that was posted on Manchester's official website. Chad Philip, as President Chad, the chairman, the president in charge, and his statement was, it was very, very nice. It was, all from the heart, that local twang in it. It's such a great honor to be part of the greatest fan base in the world, adding TNT and the Caribbean to 250 clubs worldwide is a great source of pride for our members. Manchester United is like soca reggae music. It brings diverse people together. Our events always feel like a family get together. And that is the truth. You know what I mean? So we are gonna be big, but let me share with you guys a little video, because apparently President Chad cannot be here, because apparently the girls are more important than us. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm here and Devin is here. It's okay.
You become president when you know his priorities already, right?
You understand? So let me share this video with all of you.
Occasion of being an official supporters group of Manchester United have to come and make a statement. When I remember 8+ years ago, the very first meeting I had with Robert and Brian, sitting, at Robert's home and talking about the vision I had for the supporters group, and the vision always included being official. It was two-pronged. Wanted to build an organization that would facilitate the unity of Manchester United fans, facilitate United fans being able to come together all around the country and celebrate our wonderful club, as well as community service, do things that would give back to the community, because we could always, it's Trinidad, we could always lime and drink, but we want to do more than that. And over the years, we have partnered and done activities with St. Mary's home in Tacarigua, and this is a new chapter, because this is one of the goals that was set how many years ago, from its inception. I didn't do this by myself, and we should not, and I am not celebrating this by myself. All of us as United fans, everybody who came out to an event, who is on the page, on the Facebook page, on the Instagram page, everybody who supports this club and would have been involved in any United activities throughout the years would have contributed. And I want to say thank you to you all. There are some notable mentions, however, that I would want to shout out. Obviously, Brian, Robert, Natalia, these are people who, from the genesis of the organization. And even though we had to do a name change from ManUnited Supporters Caribbean to Trinidad and Tobago Official Supporters Group, it is still the spirit of the organization, the spirit of the culture of the organization has not changed and will not change. We're still going to be fostering that sense of bringing United supporters together and doing creative events, to bring United supporters together. So look forward, look out to that. We're going to be doing some special things. First and foremost, obviously, we have a game against City on the weekend. We're going to be at Dexter's in Aluka and at Rise on Cipriani Boulevard. Come on. If there was ever a time where we should be excited to gear up and come out, is to those events. Couple other people that I want to shout out: Dixie, Trevor, Soren and the whole Tobago crew, Black Bruce Wayne, so many. Fram, have to give a big shout out to Fram, Jody. If anybody who any other name don't get vexed. We all in this together, and you will know the contributions that you would have made. Thank you to Manchester United for the support, because the club also would wanted, the club communicated to us directly that they would have wanted to have a supporters group out of Trinidad and Tobago and out of the Caribbean, and we being the first one, major achievement. So we give that, and I have to also big up Devin, Mr. Worldwide, for his support and what he would have brought to making this possible. As I always say, Red Devils, we don't die, we multiply, and this is just one step. Right? We're going to continue to grow, we're going to continue to get bigger and better, and continue to do and produce bigger and better events, both in terms of charity and in terms of just relying and celebrating Manchester United. Glory, glory. Red Devils don't die, we multiply.
Somebody cutting onions here, getting a little emotional here, right?
Oh God, yes. I remember when I got the news, that was, I believe, on Wednesday. No, Wednesday or Thursday was when I was told. And it was a big deal. Seeing the email from from the official from the official club.
Mm-hmm.
It all became very, very real. You understand? And so, and then of course we had to kind of keep it under wraps. So the club kind of, but
I knew about it from when I was still in Trinidad, but I had to keep my mouth shut, and so it was like, all right.
Exactly.
I got the phone call, and it was like, good. Yes. All I can say was congratulations.
Yes, and again, like you said, this is just the beginning. We want to carry this from here, go up the Caribbean. We want to turn Old Trafford into a fete next 2 years. They should be like, why are these guys here? Why did we invite these guys? This was a mistake. But by the time you say nope, it's too late. I am telling you, we can have Dirksey in Trinidad. next year. He'll be jamming girls in Trinidad next year. I see it already. You know, Zuxidon was already in Barbados.
Exactly.
You understand? So
Exactly.
yeah.
And he told me personally he had a blast. So
Of course you had a blast. We all saw you had a blast. You understand?
I can tell you there's another ex-player who is itching to come back to the Caribbean, and now that we have an official supporters club, stay on the lookout for that too.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I mean, a lot of big things going on. You know, of course, child celebrations. Martin, congratulations to the group. I hope you are moving from the strengths. I mean, thank you very, very much. Courtney, good afternoon. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. I mean, again, this wasn't just a few people doing things, you know. This was a big group effort, you know. Everybody had their contribution, how big or how small. I mean, just a simple thing like watching this video and put a like on a post. You know, all of these things, you know, added to where we are today. You know what I mean? So don't feel as though, you know, well, you know, like, you know, like we didn't do. We all did. I mean, everybody had their contributions, and you know what I mean? So, and again, we have so many things. Not that we are official, we have so many things planned, so many things to execute. You know, I know Devin, when you were here, I know we spoke about doing something in Barbados. You know that we have to make that happen. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you know how to find a way to get Rihanna in one of these kits, right? I don't care who she backs. We don't care. Put her in a kit, right?
Well,
She yeah.
first, I have to start with my cousin first. I have to start with my
Well,
cousin first, Auntie Mia, and then we'll go from
exactly. Put her in a kit and say, hey, we come down the road. You know what I mean? And you know, put her in a kit, put her in a kit. You know what I mean? Put it's a block in a kit. Yeah. I mean, everyone come on, every other come because I mean, I think it's a great milestone. It's a wonderful milestone for Trinidad and Tobago. It's a great thing for I mean for the Caribbean, you know, and I think once we start to push things forward, you know, it'll be it'll be a real great thing. But
you know, it goes back to this. I think doing the groundwork, that's the
mm,
hardest part. Getting
yeah,
the first one established, I think that was the hardest part.
mm-hmm,
Now that Trinidad is official,
mm-hmm,
I hope that the rest of the islands can look at this and see that it is possible. And the thing
mm-hmm,
about it is, it's not like I don't need to sit here and hold back any information, anything like that. If anybody watching any of the islands here needs any help with this, you see my socials right there. I am very easy to find. If you
mm-hmm,
need help with this, I have no issue helping out because I
mm-hmm,
want to see all the Caribbean have their official supporters clubs. Because it's like the song says, all the way is one big family. So you know what?
exactly.
Yes, all of us should help out each other with this. And we should
Mm,
show the Caribbean who is the greatest club in the world. And we need to make
yeah,
sure that the club knows it as well.
exactly. You know what I mean? And I know, and again, the more people you have on board, the more people and we all going in the same direction. There's nothing that we cannot achieve. You know, I know it sounds a little bit, you know, like a speech, you know, but I mean that is the truth. You know, what I mean, is you know, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of long hours, you know, but we are here, you know, and once and then we can do it. Every other island can do it, you
Correct.
know. Every other island can do it, and you know, but again, this is a big deal for us, and you know, so but that doesn't mean that the vibe will change. We we will still be here. We will still be on the channel. You will still get the same commentary you again. You know, do we have to, you know, make things a bit more easier to take. When men like he who shall not be named Onana makes a mistake, maybe. But
Well, we don't have to mention him anymore.
no, because this is a great segue. It's a wonderful segue to the second best news. Best news. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano. I tell you, this man is on point. Onana on loan. To where? To Strasbourg?
Yeah, it's a Turkish club. I do not want to embarrass myself by trying to pronounce their name.
Yeah. Strasbourg.
All that matters is it's not us.
You know what I mean? So I mean it's
The only thing that I hope is that he does not miss his fight like how he misses the ball.
because he could, because he could. Because until he's not in that jersey, he's not in Turkey. I mean,
it's hard for me to speak about like the players like this, especially since I played as a goalkeeper as well too. But I gotta tell you, it was probably I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt so much. It was after the comments he made before the Lyon Europa League match, and he goes out and commits 2 mistakes like that. After that point, I said, I'm done. I said, I said that there is no coming back. I'm not defending you anymore after this. And then on top of that, and true, well, part of me is surprised he's not Nigerian with what he tried to pull off. With him being the reason that we were knocked out of Champions League, and because of that, us not qualifying, you get 25% deduction salary. The man had the audacity to try and negotiate for a new contract after that as well.
For what?
Read the room. read the room.
You are the reason why you should be thankful that you're still here.
But then you know what the craziest part about it is? I am hearing that the man is now getting a pay raise on this loan as well. Talk about failing upward, right?
No, okay, but
the questions to me now is like, where does he rank in United history? And I think the question is going to be who is the worst between him and Taibbi. The worst goalkeeper.
I mean,
I really think this is going to be this is what he's going to be known as going forward.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a good move for him because he has not done well.
No.
And it's a World Cup year.
So
he needs to prove himself.
Definitely, and
he can go prove himself somewhere else besides United.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't bother coming back either.
I mean, I think he will not to me go on as the worst goalkeeper, but he will go on as one of our top 5 worst transfers ever. Because to go from now again, we're not saying that David De Gea in the last 2 years was the best keeper in the world. We're not saying that. He was making his mistakes. That is very true. However, the point of a goalkeeper, right, is to keep the ball out of the net. And that is one thing that he was very, very, very good at. And he saved us more points than he cost us. We're not saying that the last 2 years didn't have errors. But I do believe that we got trained up with this whole play out from the back, this Allison keeper that Pep was trying to
correct
take as a thing, and we got caught up in trying to copy Pep, trying to copy Klopp, trying to copy everybody else, and we are Manchester United. I mean, I don't care where we are in the league. I don't care. We should not be copying nobody, right? We should be in our own lane, because that is what made us great. We had our own lane, we had our own way to do things. We had that way, you know what I mean? So I didn't see why we had to change because Pep's saying, well, this is the way to go. You know, I mean, I think even I know got chin up. You know, I mean, I didn't want that day to go, but at the same time, I mean, after that final, I mean, Inter Milan versus Man City. You know, I mean, the guy was enormous. You know, he was. But if you go back, right, and you look at the season that he had, you would see a lot of the similar mistakes that carried over to us. You know, you would see it. So
I'm sitting here trying to go through my head right now the 5 worst ever signings that we made.
mm,
And Alexis Sanchez,
yes,
Angel Di Maria,
yes,
Jadon Sancho,
yes,
Taibi.
y- yes.
Might
Well,
it might be Onana now. The
no,
last one
on,
might be Onana now too.
no, Onana has to be there.
I'm thinking some other ones now.
No, Onana has to be there because because even okay, like I mean, high profile, you know, because Fabian Barthez wasn't that bad. I mean, I didn't like him. I mean, I didn't like him at all. You know, but
Barthez was just crazy, but he had World Cup winner accolades. So
you know exactly. But to me, Varane was just kind of mismatch. It was not a flop, but you know, it was just he was not the correct profile.
or
Um,
would you put Bebe down as one of our worst signings, or probably not?
no, because I don't think that Baby had that hype around him. That you know, like how Sancho had the hype around him, like Sancho, Di Maria. Oh my word, Falcao.
Falcao came as a free agent and he was very young
Yeah,
in age, so
yeah. So I mean, we kind of, you know, yeah, that's true, that's true. But you know, like they had that hype on them. I mean, they had this. I
it's
mean, remember,
I still put Alexis Sanchez as number one.
yeah,
The whole
because
hype, him with the video, him playing the piano and
wow,
this
because
stuff, and what
Devin,
you remember all this, right?
yes, Devin, did you cry? Did you cry a little bit? Because I know
You
I
get
did.
so excited, and we lost a faithful servant in the Qatarian for that too.
Ye-
And so you sit back and we're watching this video, we're getting all hyped up, thinking it's gonna be something incredible,
Uh,
and it
yeah.
comes down to that.
Oh no, I mean, he didn't get a reward you
No, he did not. He did not. He wanted to come. We paid the ridiculous fee. I think it was
money for him,
63
correct?
million for him. He comes out well. And then because his wife gets in his ear that she doesn't
Mm,
like Manchester and whatever. And I feel like he was just looking for an excuse to get out. And
exactly.
it's unfortunate that his house got broken into. Like, we're not wishing that on anybody.
No. Mm-mm.
But part of me also feels like that was the excuse that he was looking for to say no, he wants to leave.
Yeah, because remember, I mean, he was at Real Madrid, and his move was to PSG. That is what he was going for, and PSG
Correct.
didn't want him, and then we came in for him. So we will always stop that. That's what we were. We were always that little 1 year vacation
It's the one you
before
settle
PSG.
for, not the one that you want.
Exactly. That is what we were. You understand? Exactly. You know what I mean? And it was not already because the man got the number 7, he took it, you know. But 3 games he was really good.
And then
'Cause, I
drop.
mean, you remember that? I mean his first goal. I
Yes.
mean, wow! I was like, this man is gonna come here and light up the place, and then he just went south
No.
real quick, you know. No, but I mean, I won't put Baby there because I don't think Baby had that him, Overton. I don't think I'll put those guys there.
The problem over time is he was supposed to be the one to replace Cristiano.
I
If you remember correctly.
yes. I mean, yes, I believe that at the time Ferguson had some real problems. I mean, I know he was. I don't know if he was on the juice or on the thing. You know, the little I don't know what he was. I don't know what he was on. Whatever he was
I feel
on.
he was hindered by the owners.
Yeah.
They wanted to invest the money and try to find some low investor they thought could do the same role.
Mhm. Yeah, because
That is my gut feeling, but
mm,
you never know. But either way,
no.
we have that all that's in the past now. We have a match to look forward to.
Correct. You know what I mean? So
fingers
you know,
crossed. Fingers crossed that these next round of international fixtures, we don't get any injuries. Everybody comes back healthy, and so we can come back as fully fit as possible. I think Cunha. I don't know the status on Cunha with his injury right now, though.
I'm not sure. No, he didn't go. He didn't travel.
He didn't, because remember he came off injured in the Burnley match. So aside from him, I think other than that, we should have a nearly fully fit squad.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if Mazraoui is ready to go yet either.
I don't know. I don't think so.
But it's the Manchester derby, and City look like they're there for the taking right now.
Yeah.
It will be more than likely Donnarumma's first match.
And that is why I say we need to catch him now, because Donnarumma has a mistake in him. Because because as good as he is,
it's going to be interesting. Like, you watch him play. I think for such a presence, I think the way he gets down on the ball is incredible.
Yeah.
Where I feel he's going to get caught off guard is when they're going to start trying to play Pep system with him playing a lot of possession base, and I feel that's where we can catch him off that. But he is a very good goalkeeper. In my mind, top goalkeeper in the world right now. I hate to say it. But because you see what Pep does to players. Grealish, I'm looking at you. It's a matter of time before the same thing is done to Donnarumma, in my opinion. Because you look at Grealish now at Everton, and he is thriving.
Yep.
How many assists he has now already?
I think 2 or 3.
The man said, "Oh, shackles are off. Oh, I could actually go forward. I could actually take on players. Watch this now." He looks like a brand new man.
Exactly. I mean, no.
He looks like the Aston Villa Grealish all over again.
No, I mean, I'm glad to. I mean, a small part of me, right, was wishing that I would have gone and put in like another small bit and see if he'll come across. But I mean, I'm happy that he is where he is. I'm happy he is where he is. You understand? But I think I think Pep has not gotten over the wife leaving him. I think Pep has problems. I think have you seen Pep's forehead? He has like about 18 lines.
I think in the background the writing is on the wall with the case against them, and the walls are starting to crumble in, I think.
I want to know.
On top of that, teams are realizing how to beat his tactics, his setup, and whatnot too. Because you ever notice how he complains whenever teams don't go head to head against him and then they win? How it's not beautiful football and all this. And my answer is, who cares how he plays as long as you win?
Exactly.
But I think that this United team can pull off a victory. I really feel so.
Yeah.
The scoreline I'm sure about, but I really feel we can pull off this victory.
And I do believe we are at home, correct? Or are we?
No. It's over at the City of Manchester Stadium.
Yes.
Yes, the Manchester City, not the City of Manchester owned stadium, not Manchester City's own stadium, by the way.
Yeah.
Add that in there.
That's
what we like to call it, the council house. Either way.
That's what it is,
Correct.
That's what it is.
Etihad, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
That's what it is, I think we could do something against them. I think our defense is good enough. With Haaland, I don't think Maswari and not Maswari, Mamouche, and these guys are really they haven't gotten very cohesive as yet.
And what's his name? The guy from Lyon. I think he's injured as well.
The new one?
The Cherokee, yeah.
Yeah.
The one who claimed that he only joined them to try and beat us, and I think he's injured as well too. They have that young guy who's supposed to be in the midfield as well. I forget his name. I think he's Rodri's replacement.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. You on the comments, you gotta help us out here.
I can't remember the guy's name. But I I actually feel that people may take him for granted. He may show up and do something in this game.
Mhm.
I can't remember his name offhand now.
No, I can't. No. Mm-mm.
I gotta look it up now.
Yeah, but I mean, but we do have a decent record against them, up there, and the truth is, we all know these boys does get up for these games. They do.
They
They
do.
always do. They always do. You know what I mean? So
Reinders. That's it.
okay, yes. So I think my prediction, honestly, will be a very, very, very hard fought, nervy, twitchy 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be mine. That'd be mine. It'll be they will I think they will score first. Actually no, I lie. We will score first, right? We will score second,
I disagree with you there.
and then they will score one, and then we will spend the next half hour quick bomb time. Yeah.
Because we still have this tendency to only start playing well when we go down.
Yes. True. But I think that guy behind you has different
I hope so.
aspirations.
I hope so as well. Yeah, Nico Gonzalez, but wasn't he was another one, but didn't he come up through the academy, if I remember correct?
I can't see.
It might be him, but I thought it was Reinders that was doing well for them as well.
Yeah. But if Cunha is not going to start, which I hope he does, if he's not, I think the front three should be Bruno, Embramo, and Sesko.
So now my next question was gonna be, do you think Shesko is ready to start for this to be his first official start for
Well,
league start I should say.
well, he has to be. I mean, unfortunately, right? But he has to be. I mean, he have to. Cause this is what he here for. You know what I mean? So my thing is throw him in the deep end. You know what I mean? Throw him in the deep end and see what happens. But I think he'll be up for it. I think especially if you show him the history, of this picture, show him the years gone by, the battles, the fights. I mean, tell him, do you know how big of a hero you will be if you score a goal to us this game? I believe they go by Michael Owen, right? He scored against City, right?
Yeah, it was like the 97th minute or
And
something like that at
ask,
Old Trafford,
yeah,
and
ask me, right? Do I remember anything that Michael Owen did before or after? No, I can't remember. But I remember that one thing I remember. I remember you remember the 3-2 at the Etihad with Jose and Pogba.
yeah, when Pogba finally when blue hair Pogba finally decided to step up.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
And
then
then of all people, I think he scored. If I remember right, the goal
he scored
scorers he
two.
scored twice, and
And
Smalling
Smalling, yes.
Smalling
Yes.
of all people stepped up. But
Yes.
if I remember correctly as well, if City had won that game, they would have clinched the title as well.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, correct. Because you had
So,
all the champagne and you had everything there, and yeah, and everything was there. It was ready. And it's like,
I don't, I do not remember the rest of that evening because I remember I went out drinking a little bit.
yeah, well,
I had a few drinks, and by a few drinks, I don't remember that evening. So
yeah. Because I mean, we have we did it we did two mini events that, and I will have to send you those videos. I mean, because Lord have mercy. I mean, I remember I was depressed at halftime. People were laughing at me because we went to another place, and that was a big city house, and it was like about three, like myself, Brian Big, and had like two other guys, and the place was full of blue, and it was us, and then we came back 2-1, 2-all, 3, and we like I spent way too much money I spent way too much money. I bought way too much things. Had some things that I did, unfortunately, was not nice. You understand? But I mean, I will never forget. Never, ever,
Correct.
ever. Courtney's saying Swanning had a double.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was Puglis. I knew Smalling was on the score sheet, but for some reason
Mm,
I thought it was he
yeah.
had a brace and Smalling had one. But
I know
it's fine.
Pogba scored.
I know
Yeah.
I know both of them scored. So
Yeah. Yeah. Put some respect on you, man.
tell that to Van Hall who called him Mike. You remember that?
Oh, good. Hey, the sad thing is the sad thing. I mean, hey. But okay, but Devin, what is your prediction?
I said it earlier. I don't know an accurate scoreline, but I feel that we're gonna win this match.
Right.
I have to go with the cliche 2-1.
To yeah, I think so. I think so. But
Because I just don't see us scoring 3 goals back to back to back or back to
mm,
back yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, true.
Well, and then we also need to figure out this one thing. The one thing I'd like is for our leading goal scorer to change.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that changes because we all know who it is, right?
Mm,
You
yeah.
know who our leading goal scorer is, right?
Right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, own goals.
exactly. So I hope that changes as well.
Oh yeah, that is sad. Yeah. But yeah, but I feel as though Sunday will be I feel Sunday will be the change. I think so. I think
And
yeah.
I really hope Sheshko gets on the score sheet, so
Uh,
we can no longer talk about him being 007. So
no, exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But I mean Sunday will be a big game. Just remember, check out the socials, check out the Instagram, the Facebook, the IG, the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We'll be at Dexter Sports Bar in Aruca. We'll be at Rise in Port of Spain. You know what I mean? So, and we'll have up all the ads. We're gonna have so many things going on. Um, don't be surprised if you see this man just happen to show up again. You understand? Don't be surprised. I won't be surprised. You understand?
You never know, especially with my birthday coming up next month.
Hey,
Who knows?
hey,
I may pop up. I may pop up back in Barbados with a big announcement to make. You never know. You never know.
exactly. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You know what I mean? So, um, guys, always remember, like the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel. And we have a lot more things coming. We have a lot more things coming. So, you know, um, thanks again to Devin for coming through. In more ways than one. You understand? So,
And then before we go, I cannot thank all of Trinidad again for the hospitality. My wife and I, we had an absolute blast.
yes,
And then one of the things I love doing is I love giving back as well. And then being in the position that I'm in now, where I'm able to collect a lot of United memorabilia and stuff like that, to give some of that to you guys as well, to see a look on all their faces when they see what they're
yeah,
winning. That was something that felt incredible to me, because I know I always wish that I had that growing up in Barbados, and
yeah,
never had that. So for my opportunity to be the one to actually do it, that felt real good, honestly. And
yeah,
I know that everybody will cherish all that, and I can't wait for the next time I come back now.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, on that note, people, till the next time for the next video. And as President Shad always say, Red Devils, we don't die, we multiply.
But since he's not here, we'll end it with what I say.
Exactly.
We keep the red flag flying high, because Man United will never die.
Never die. People, we out.